Imagine being born into a world that hates you, where your name is a stain, your bloodline a curse. Would you still fight for the light? Or would you choose the darkness that offered you everything? This is the heartbreaking fall and rise of Alice. Long before the Age of Order, in the chaos of the era of strife, the Land of Dawn was a battleground of gods, demons, and mortals. Humanity was still young, full of potential, yet easily swayed, caught between the forces of light and darkness. Among the great noble families stood the Antilus clan, once the pride of humankind, led by the wise but aging patriarch, Bronn. But deep within this proud lineage lived a shadow. Her name was Alice. She was Bronn's youngest child, born out of wedlock, a stain upon the family's name. Cast aside, humiliated, and unloved, Alice endured life on the cold fringes of her own home. Her brothers, Simon and Colin, basked in power and privilege, while she was left to rot in silence. But inside Alice, something dark was growing. Hatred, bitterness, and a hunger for power. One day, as soldiers returned from the front lines, they mocked a strange, dull-looking bead, discarding it like trash. But to Alice, the bead shimmered with an unearthly rose-colored glow. As it rolled toward her, she reached out, and in that moment, she heard a voice. "Offer your soul, dear Alice, and I shall give you everything you desire." Alice hesitated, but when her brother Simon found her with the bead and hurled both insults and violence at her, something inside her snapped. That night, a deal was made in the shadows. Alice accepted the demon's offer. A burning mark appeared on her hand, a pact with the abyss. And so began the fall of the Antilus family. Behind smiles and soft words, Alice sowed chaos. She stirred hatred between her brothers, whispering lies into their ears, planting seeds of doubt in her father's heart. Simon was murdered by Colin. Colin was executed by Bronn. And through it all, Alice wept and smiled. Now with both brothers gone and Bronn falling ill, Alice rose to power. The forgotten child, now the family's only hope. She played the role of a dutiful daughter, gaining trust, rallying the broken clan, while secretly poisoning her father. At his funeral, with allies turning their backs, the Antilus family was left shattered and angry. And that's when Alice struck again. She led them to the altar of light, where once they prayed for blessings, they now cried out in rage. The sacred relics were cast to the ground. Their betrayal was complete. And then, the light answered. A divine punishment rained down upon them, piercing their flesh, burning their souls. Blood-stained wings tore through their backs. Fangs burst from their mouths. Wails of pain turned to howls of hunger. The Antilus family was no more. In their place stood monsters, the blood demons. From the abyss, demonic hands reached out and blessed them with eternal life, a cruel gift that came with a curse. Never again could they bask in sunlight. They would live by blood, die by blood, and serve the darkness forever. And at the head of these new creatures stood Alice, no longer a child of man, but the queen of the abyss. Under her leadership, the blood demons vanished from human history, becoming whispers in the dark, loyal servants to the Lord of the Abyss. Alice got everything she wanted: power, revenge, eternity. But at what cost? This was the tale of Alice, from discarded daughter to eternal queen, a soul consumed by vengeance and reborn as a legend of the night. From a forgotten daughter to the queen of the abyss. Alice's story is a haunting reminder that sometimes monsters are not born, they're made. But what do you think? Was Alice truly evil, or just a victim of fate? Did she deserve the power she claimed, or the punishment she received? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. And if you want more dark tales from the Land of Dawn, don't forget to like, subscribe, and request the next character you want to see.